Hi, thanks for joining me. Recently, I attended a track day at Sydney Motorsports Park. It was a midweek track day, so it was only the more committed types that came out, but there was a pretty good variety of cars on display. There was a few guys from the BMW club there with some M2s. There's Porsche Cayman GT4, 911 GT3, Mod 944s, this guy with his Renault Sport Trophy R, track focused car. I was there myself because I'm turning my own Megane 250 into a club sport type car over the coming months, and so I was there to establish baseline data for the modifications that are to come. My first modification will be installation of a Wagner tuning intercooler. So particularly on the day I was there looking at intake temperatures using and recording those using the RS monitor, which you can see at the very left. Bottom of the main straight into turn 2, the lowest intake temperature for the lap, 38 degrees, is what we're starting out with this lap. And the reason I'm doing this, the intercooler upgrade, is that from my research it seems like for each 1 degree drop in intake temperature can correspond to a 1 to 4% increase in power. So if we consider my Megane 250 with 250 horsepower, even taking the conservative estimate, potentially 25 horsepower available from the intercooler mob, from keeping the charge cooler by just 10 degrees. So the other reason I'm getting it is because I intend to start increasing the power out of the engine, increasing the boost pressure and a few other things, and so it's just to help the longevity of the engine and keep everything cooler. You'll see on this lap I'm following a Toyota Supra, a bit of a hero car from the early mid-90s, and a bit of a hero car of mine actually. Still showing, it's got stuff down the straight, definitely it's still looking pretty good. Through the corners it's looking a little bit wobbly. I think the suspension is showing its age a bit. The temperature's been climbing steadily from the start of the lap, and now we just get 50 degrees intake temps just come up there, which will actually be the highest temperature on this lap, and that will be the baseline that I'll use going forward for comparison purposes. And it's a pretty good baseline actually. It was a pretty hot day today, so it's 28 degrees ambient temperature on this day as we go past the Supra down straight by Supra. So it's a good baseline data point to compare the improvements against. And there's an M2 which has just gone blasting down the straight past me. 370 horsepower I believe they are, so it should go blasting past me down the straight. And I've just got the timer up on the bottom left now because this was actually my fastest lap of the day. And I do have to apologise actually for the telemetry. I'm intending to upgrade the telemetry for my laps, and so this is all a little bit crude. Having the extra camera on the RS monitor timer, it will get better. So you have to listen to London Electricity is what you're listening to at the moment. That's not a bad thing. As we follow this BMW around on the lap, you can see he's not, except if there's a straight, he's not really getting away. Definitely the Megane is staying with BMW through the corners and under braking. And if there is a longer straight, actually we've got one coming up just up here between turn 15 and 16, and I expect that we're going to see the BMW is going to gallop off into the distance a little bit as soon as it gets a bit of a straight, as you would expect. But so the Megane definitely holding its own here. It's a fantastic, out of the box, it's a fantastic package. The chassis balance is terrific. There's lift off oversteer to help turning when you need it. If you want to adjust your line mid-corner, there's also the mechanical limited slip diff, gives a load of traction out of corners as we go past the BMW, by BMW. And it really pulls well out of corners. Actually, you can feel the diff when you throttle up at the apex. It will pull you in towards the corner exit, which is pretty cool. So that's as we come up on this other BMW M2, that's all I've got for today. So thank you for watching the video, and hopefully you'll follow the progress and see how we go as the modifications get brought on in coming months. and thanks for watching. Cheers.